Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Battle Brothers Me Cornish-Knight, as the undead scourge is upon us, and as such we need to prepare. Now, one of my viewers requested that I pick up a hunting dog, because a war dog, because I've been talking about them for a while, and yet I have not shown off the mechanics for them. Right, so here we go. That's a little bit more. I'll grab that one. It's not as expensive, this one. So we'll grab that one. This is how hunting dogs work. They are basically a equipable item. You equip them to a unit. Who do we want to really equip it to? We'll give it to him. Once you equip them, they release this, which they have this ability now added to them. Costs 3 AP and used to build up 15 fatigue. Unleashes your war dog and sends him charging into the enemy. Needs a free tile adjacent. You cannot control the war dog. The war dog is completely on its own. Ooh, there's some nice armor there. Really nice armor. Next year we'll get that. Who's got the stamina to use it? He's already got some on. 87, 74, 84. Probably this guy because he's got the stamina to take it. There we go. And if that's the case, we'll chuck him... Yeah, we'll chuck him that. Get him up and about and a bit more protection. Some nice helmets as well. That 200 helmet. I don't really have anyone that can use it though, to be honest. Not about taking a massive fatigue hit. Right, so back to the hand. Sorry, yes, we have the war dog equipped, which is very nice. They're more useful against bandits and like humanoid, like living opponents. They're not so great against the undead, but I can still sew it off. Right, so there we go. They don't take any more food from what I can tell. Oh, there's undead. Quick, let's see if we can actually help. A few necro servants. Oh no, I ain't fighting vampires. Man, they're starting off strong, to be honest. Where's the guard when you need them? Are they not hiring? Is the guard not coming out? A few. That's going to be one or two, which is always a pain. I hate fighting necros. They're really annoying. Where's the guard? Maybe I can lure them away from the settlement. Let's try to get back on the road. Normally we should outpace the undead. You don't want to fight them at night though, that's a really bad idea. Okay, let's try and lure them. It's a supply caravan. Ah, they're stopping to fight that. If they win, we should be able to pick off the survivors. And they only took out 2 of them. This is going to be a really nasty... There's some winder gunners, many auxiliaries. So there's not a lot of regen, but there's a few necrophages, which is a pain. Here we go. We'll do it this way. They're going to play run at this point because they don't want to fight. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll sew off the necrophages in this fight. Quickly. Let's do this. A few necrophages, ancient auxiliaries. We'll sew off these guys, who are the vampires. Right. There's only 3 of them left. Ah, that's a shame. There it is. Yep. Well, this is going to be fun on the bun. So, yeah, I see ya. We need to basically get up there. These guys are really nasty. Here's the rest of the reinforcements coming in. The way that you deal with them, to be honest, is that they get health back from hitting you. They drain your blood. So a good way to deal with necro servants is to basically bleed them with bleeding weapons, like with cutting weapons like cleavers, or to basically shoot them full of holes. So we need to get our cleaver using units up. Fighting another one, it seems. We can't hit that one. It's going after the archers. Their AI tends to make them go for archers by rules. See, look, it's drained it and it got some of its health back. So we've got to pursue it. As you can see, the necroservants are annoying because they can even teleport outside of, like when they're in the middle of combat, they can still teleport. So it can be annoying to fight them. They tend to teleport all over the place. And there's the other one up there, apparently. And it's relatively hard to protect your range units against them as well. Well, that's one dead anyway. Get down here and put some cover into my guys. Missed. The decay on the units is really nice. As you can see, they're becoming less and less living. Unfortunately, I doubt we'll get a turn to fight these guys. They also have 9 lives. That's something I forgot to mention as well. They are very nasty. Yeah, teleporting down to my archer. There we go. You can see what I mean about how they can be massively annoying. The best way I've found to fight them is not to try and chase them, it's just to form a defensive block and wait. There we go. Turned it to ash. Stay there. He had a shield, it was fine. But you can see what I mean. If you imagine fighting these guys and fighting other units at the same time, it can get really nasty. That's why cleaver weapons, that's why cleave weapons are the best to use against them. Because if you can actually hit them, they have a very high dodge chance, but if you can actually hit them, and you make them bleed, they basically weaken fantastically quickly. Let's get him up here. Just wanted to see. I'm surprised it's taking so long on his turn. Why is it that? Headhunter. See that this is the abilities that they have. Double grip. Well, he's double gripping his sword and he's doing the headhunter thing, which means that he has a better chance of hitting the body, which is horrifically terrifying. He's got a teleport. Yeah, he's up there feeding. You can see what I mean? That there's not a lot of point to chasing after them. You have to really just sort of wait. I mean, he might even be running, to be honest. But as you can see, necroservants make you really fight defensively. I can't wait for the DLC to come. There was an interesting article posted on Kotaku. It wasn't Kotaku. It was on Twitter, where people basically, it was like, oh, people are complaining. They want to pay more for the DLC, and it's true. I mean, people really love this game, and the loyal fan base that it has wants to support it. There are ways for you to support it. You could buy it again on GOG. If you already have it on Steam, you could buy it on GOG again. So we got Kupish, an ancient curved sword. These actually existed. They were very cool. The Egyptians used them. Long-handled, strange ornamentation. Its shape makes it particularly effective against armor. It's basically, if you look at this, this is actually it's not too bad. 30 damage to 40 damage, 80% against armor. It's very nice against armor. They're very useful. And we got Simmering Ashes, a small heap of ashes simmering many facets of blue. Allegedly it remains a powerful undead creature, but few people would believe a claim like that. I wonder what the crafting thing will allow us to make with it. Because that's something that's coming along in the game, is the craft, which looks really cool. I wonder if we could make a potion or something out of it. Alright, military cleaver. This is more effective against armor, but you sacrifice quite a bit of damage. You sacrifice 5 points of damage. But you get an extra 100, you get an extra 30% damage. That is actually very nice. So as our trophy, who should get it? Who has the better weapon skill? He does, so you can get that, my son. There you go. Very nice. A trophy from the looted battle. Unfortunately, that doesn't really count as actually fighting the blasted things, so... But you can see what happens, like, this is the undead event, so there's going to be a lot of undead popping up. One thing I do wish, though, that was in the game, is that when you had these undead events, there was more... well, not even undead events, when it comes to the actual, like, events themselves, like the 4 cataclysms, or the 3 cataclysms, if you want to call them that, I wish that you got the unfaction aligned missions to deal with them. Like you had like a village saying, "Man, that's a really nasty group. A few fallen heroes, many ancient." Like, yeah, that's really bad. Yeah, I ain't got to touch that level. You know, a bit low on food, so it'll cover us for a little bit. Yeah. What I do wish is I wish that the game had more unfactioned aligned missions to do with it. Like a village, like, oh, we know there's undead coming, because you do get it with goblins and orcs occasionally, and you do get it with undead a little bit as well. But it'd be what's this? While on the path you come to a man being dangled upside down from a tree branch. A bunch of men are sitting around him, sharing a goat's flask, looking like at the end of the day's hard work. When you ask what's going on, one of them looks up and smiles, whipping this fella till he's raw. You ask what for. Another man asks, fornicating with this fella's wife. A man drinking spurt and chokes on his drink. He wipes his face. Hardy fucking hard, very funny. No, this scumbag was caught fucking my dead horse. Let's talk to the dangling man. I mean, yeah, admits the guy dangling, but the horse was dead, so what's the matter? What matter was it? Can't make a man have his fun. A horse owner gets up, brandishing a dripping whip. Oi, you want us to go back to it? We've got all day. Signed, dangling man asks you a question. You're a sellsword, right? Why don't I come and fight for you? I'm strong and able-bodied, and a little horse, I mean worse for wear. But aside, and the dead animal thing, I'm a man of outstanding and moral sensibilities. We cut him down. Well, sit, sir. We were going to just whip him good. Why'd you go and kill him for? So you take out the blade and cut the man's bonds. He falls right on his head and the neck breaks with a disgusting crack. The rest of his body crumples. He pauses and waits to dip his hand. Shit, man. Well, alright. Just all depart on our own way and say nothing of what happened here. Ain't that right, fellas? The rest of the men nod. Of course, I ain't running my life over some filthy fiddler. Good going, sellsword. Stupid sword swinging son of a bitch. Whoops. Well, we didn't mean to kill him. Ah, well. I do wish there was more like just like independent contracts, like oh, like there's a coven of undead have set up in the area, or there's blah 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 blah. You know, something that makes it worthwhile to do the stuff for these guys. Let's see. Okay, we need to be paid more. Obtain the blood vial from the Holy Mother of Rest, or the Holy Mother at Rest of 1,000. Accept the contract. Actually, it's not that one, is it? It's over there. Interesting. And that seems to be where stuff is spawning out from. So why don't we go and have a look at it then, folks? I don't tend to fight these guys a lot. I don't like fighting the Undead Empire. They're a pain at the best of times. But we do have that mission to destroy locations beset by the undead. There's a ton of Nazgul, sorry, not Nazgul, brigands as well. And we don't know how many are in this place, do we? 2 arms, you can't tell. It's 9. 9 of them, 4 of them we can see are auxiliaries. Yeah, we'll take this fight. Don't see why not. Let's think how we're going to do this quickly for a second. We can see 4 of them, that means there's another 5. They're probably all going to be lined up in a line, because that's how the ancient empire's tactics work. They tend to be very tactical based, especially the more elite troops. So we can block, let's just drop the trees for a second. Okay, 2 people in here will block that way, so they'll have to go the long way around. Okay, that's fine. Or we could put just trying to think of it, we could do a crescent. We could put 1, 2, 3 people in here, and then it would be, actually that's not the best design, to be honest. We could put 1, 2, 3 here. That means one person's going to get attacked by 2 units, which is not great, but it would mean that, yeah, it would mean that if we put him here, we could do some use, so let's do that. He's here, those 2 go there. He goes here to cover that unit. I'm still worried about this angle up here, so I might have to pull him back to here so he can hold this terrain. That seems okay. You're going to pull back to here, Sonny Jim, just in case there's bunking vampires. You move to here, so that you can cover both these angles. He's hidden. We'll move him to here to block this angle off. And you can move to here to cover these 2. I don't see any high moving units. They're going off down there. He's going up there. He's going this way. Okay. Main push is going to come from here. Okay, so let's check. 4, 6. So there's another 3. We know 1 went down there. If the main pushes this way, this is going to be a pain. I may have to redirect some of my men. I might stick him here. Now, this seems madness to do this, but there's a reason for this, which is that... Actually, has he got the best defense out of everyone here? No, not really. I'm just trying to calculate if I can... Because these guys have all got shields, so there's no real point shooting at them because they have high shield defense and they're up. These ancient legion shields are very effective. So there's no point shooting until right at the last moment. I'll pull him back here. He needs to go up here and support these guys. You can get your shield up. You can get your shield up. Delay, delay, delay. Yeah, there's no vampires that I can see. which is a good thing. Sealed block. Sealed block, here they come. The problem with the undead is that they don't tire. Right. Here we go. Okay. Shield block. Shield block. I'm just trying to hit these guys just to get rid of their... Just trying to get rid of their high armor. Because they have, well, not high armor, but they have armor, which I want to try and get rid of. Like that, you see. Get rid of their body armor so there's nothing to basically slow down getting through to them. The problem is they have shield, just makes them really hard to hit. So let's try and get rid of their shields a bit. Their gear doesn't have much health because it's heavily corroded, so you should be relatively easy to hit them. Okay, delay. That's not so bad. The problem is these guys are going to start swinging at me with their swords, and they have more than one attack. They have two, and there's one... Oh, okay, here they come. Right, we need to finish these guys up quickly. So, focus fire. Yep. And they're going for him. That's not great. So let's focus on him if we can. Turned into bone. Excellent. So, I was hoping that was going to hit. First thing up, get your shield up. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, this isn't going to plan. Right, get down here and support. This is really not going to plan. Oh dear. This could be a problem. Move to support. Oh, he's going down there as well, is he? Okay. One good whack. That's all I need. Get repose on. Delay. Get down here and support, because he's going to come that way, yeah. Yep. So, the problem is they got high defense with their shields, which is annoying. And I need to get rid of him, because he's going to be a major pain. Right. We need to destroy their shields, as I said, low health. It allows us to focus fire them, because they actually have surprisingly good stats, besides their health, of course. Let's get here. Decapitation. Also, the undead will never flee. So you have to think about it as that you have to outlast them, because these guys never run away. Get through what's left of his armor. Trying to hit me. Cheeky thing. My guys aren't going to do a lot, they're just going to basically reform and get their, like, burn off fatigue. Try and get through the gear. One thing that you can do is you can try and destroy armor, because their gear's equipment has so little health. They keep blocking. Ooh, that's not great. Come on then, if you're coming. His stuff is starting to break, you can see it. They just don't have much health, full stop. Take it, undead. You guys need to save your stamina. You can have a swing. I don't want to unleash the dog because there's no use you unleashing the dog on these guys because it would just literally rip them to pieces. There we go. Destroyed him. Delay. Delay. Here we go. Head sword, he's not wearing any armor. Excellent. Took it. Got a little bit of stuff. Nothing you can see here. They've only got. It has a relatively good stat, but it has a lot of fatigue and it has relatively low health. These are quite effective. They're a cleaver. They're a very basic cleaver you can get early on. They're better than the butcher's knives, but they're not as good as the scram sacks. Right, seems like they were out. You were not entirely sure what you ran into. Kid the Barbarian asks if you know something. It seems like they were pointing you out specifically, sir. Nodding, you tell the man you're not sure what the armoured man said, but it matters not. You have the blood vial, let's head back. Now, do we want to go after the brigands? No, they're going into the Mars, and it's not worth it. So we're going to. Actually, we could. It might be worth it, actually. What time of day is it? How are guys looking gear-wise? Switch him over for him. His gear is still smashed up to nothing, isn't it? Now you can have that for now. It's not something I'm happy with. Actually, we'll do this. You can have that. You can have that and be prepared. Yes. This would do fine. We're going to end the episode here, and we will fight we'll fight these brigands this episode as well. So get us some extra stuff. This will result in us having to fight a bunch of undead as well, because obviously during the undead event, units will come back to life. A few brigand marksmen as well. That's going to be fun if that's the case. I'll switch him out, and we'll go. He can go there, and we'll have a very strong counter archer set up, and we'll just have to kill as many of them as we can with our range units. It's not great if the undead turn up, I'm not going to lie. We'll put him here and here so we can heal these guys. He's got those guys, so those guys are covered. Yeah, okay. That's fine. This is going to be interesting though, and we'll see what happens next time. I've been Cornish-Knight. If you liked, please press the like button. If you subscribe, please press the subscription button. And we shall show off the dogs come the next episode. I shall see you all next time, folks. Goodbye.